all the way up. Be sure, and I mean just that, to smash upon the like button. Come on, baby.
Read it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. Now it's here.
Shout out to the notification squad all the way up. Come on with it. Mama said there will be days literally just like this. Come on with it. They say really ain't no party like a cowboy party. What about a Cowboys narrative? CeeDee Lamb speaks out. Q&A. Okay, come on with it. Three Kings. I got a solution to all of this. As they say, pull a string and I wink at you. I'm your puppet. I'm your puppet, baby. No days off. Reds. Cowboys Mafia, I see you. One thing we all adore. Something worth dying for. There's nothing but pain. We stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Shit. I cannot believe it. All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And remember, if you don't hit that like button or share this content, oh, say it again.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah. What's good, man? Appreciate everybody for tuning in, being part of these episodes from the window to the wall, right? You know, appreciate all of y'all, man. I done messed up my damn studio over here trying to get crunk. Sometimes you got to not pop out and show them, you know what I'm saying? I'm so tired of that song. But sometimes you got to do some things, man, you know. Angie, come on, baby, you know.
Take the money out, all of it. Come on.
Come on.
Time now, come on.
Take it out.
Come on.
Take it out. Appreciate you, Angie. Thank you so much for your support, the $2 holla. Appreciate you. So, Three Kings. Now, before y'all put your jokes in there, you know what I'm saying? The kings of losing, kings of turnovers, kings of, talking, kings of, I know how y'all gonna run with the king stuff. I get it, you know. King, tiny king, tiny king, tiny king. Yeah, I know how y'all gonna give it all of that. But neither here nor there. Three Kings, meaning that the narrative must STOP. Now, if I was an Eagle fan, it would say the narrative must SOTP, carry to some Y's, stoppy, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's the key. You got to stop knowing how to spell in order to get to the Super Bowl, right? Yeah. I'll watch some documentary that there are curses in words. So you say bless you, meaning that it could mean you be less. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many obstacles that you can look at it. Eagles, I knew the Eagles gonna come over here. Come on, man. Yeah. 3 queens, you know.
They can come closer than close. Yeah.
They can stay.
No, they never will be.
Let the Eagles fans stay, you know. Let them stay over here. Don't block them, mods. You know, come on, let them stay. You know, let them stay. You know, they have no one else to listen to but the law. You know, but let them stay. But I would say this though, before we get into our content here, the people sometimes that put you on, the very much so the person that you put on will be very much so the person that will shank you with the knife, you know, with the butter knife. For example, everybody love Kendrick Lamar right about now. Everybody love him. Shout out to you, Travis. Appreciate you, man.
Take the money out, all of it. Come on.
Cowboys Mafia, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the support, $2 support, man. Appreciate you, man. Give me a good ham sandwich now. I got $4 in my account. Yeah. Give me some ham sandwiches. And I heard the prices of eggs about $10. So I want to put a little egg on my sandwich, man. So somebody shoot me a 10. Kendrick Lamar was put on by Drake. Now, all of a sudden, they got beef and they are in a very different world now. Even though Kendrick Lamar, shout out to him, they not like us. They not like us. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, sometimes the people you put on, they will shank you in the back and they will stab you and they will throw you out to the wolves. They will slow bleed you, you know. And no offense to my guy, my homie Kendrick Lamar, but that's just for what it is, you know. And now all of a sudden, nobody like Drake, you know. Nobody bumping Drake, you know. A minor. Nobody, you know, Serena and them, walking, crip walking, however you want to talk it. She walking all over that man on the Super Bowl halftime. And she got a whole husband, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's a toxic. Appreciate you. So now when you say put on and you talking about narratives that's being changed, the only thing that Drake can do now is continue to work, continue to move forward, and try to reclaim his fame. But people would flip on you and turn on you just this quick. And those who say they support you and root for you will be like, yeah, Drake. Like they wasn't bumping Drake. Come on with it. Come on with it, AI. Come on, baby. Close to my 10. Tony, appreciate you, man. Put a little egg on that thing now, boy. Woo! Give me some bologna meat. Pause if necessary. Put it on the skillet, but you got to slice the sides, man, so the meat won't rise up on you. You know, come on with it. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just what it is. Minor. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Take the money out, all of it. Come on. You're wasting my time now. Come on.
The Three Kings.
Come on.
Let me get to the point right here. Drake, yeah, Soulja Boy, who still don't want to claim Mississippi. The brother from Mississippi, y'all, you know. Him, Tupac people, Brandy, and Brandy, little brother Ray J, or older brother, whoever the oldest, you know. They all from Mississippi, man, Brookhaven. But, you know, shout out to all my Mississippi people. A.J. Brown, Mississippi, you know. But I want to say this, though. I think what happened with the Cowboys fan base, it's been 29 years, close to 30 years, 30 seasons, and we have nothing to really brag about or speak upon, right? But when you start measuring who's the more passionate, people will say that the Eagles are more passionate. But just because you're loud and wrong doesn't mean that you're passionate. Just because you are an idiot and a slow person doesn't mean, and no offense to anybody who's slow, right? Who rode the short bus, who eat the Crayolas, right? No offense to them. But that's who are the Eagles guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, no offense to them, you know. But shout out to them, they're still here, right? So when CeeDee Lamb made the statement, I got hot a little bit, but I get it. Because I feel as if, though, I'm very passionate. I love this team. And just because I don't do nothing crazy like eating horse droppings, and just because of our other people don't do those type of things, doesn't mean, ladies and gentlemen, that we are less passionate. You know, yeah, shout out Junk Food, Brookhaven, baby. You know, boy, shout out to Brookhaven and all of those little areas there. But let's pull this up, ladies and gentlemen. And appreciate everybody for tuning in. Yeah.
Has a more passionate fan base, the Eagles or the Cowboys?
I can answer that.
Eagles.
Eagles?
They're crazy. Our Cowboys, our fans are deep, but they not. I don't want to say nothing crazy, but the Eagles got it.
Who has a more...
And then he said he don't want to go into more details, but the Eagles got it. You know, Philly sports fans are vicious. Yeah. You know, can you imagine Toxic Tom being at the bottom for so long? 2 movies coming to mind. And I don't know if it was a Tyler Perry movie, but it was a movie where it was a parallel universe. Whereas there were those who stayed above ground, then there were those who stayed underground. If y'all can give me the name of that movie. It was a kind of crazy movie, you know. They had the lady Lupita, I believe, played in the movie. I think I said her name right. But there was a parallel universe, right? That the people below the ground, they were crazy. They do all type of crazy stuff, walk around like they pop blocking. And the whole thing was they always wanted to be like the people up above, you know. And, you know, of course, as above, so below. I ain't finna get into those details. But what I'm saying is that the name of the show, Us, George? That's who the Eagles are. They are the ones that was under the ground. They were them people, right? And now finally they get out. So of course they vicious. Of course they would climb a pole and not knowing that if you climb up, you got to get down. But they think that they got real feathers and they jump and they cause themselves to kill themselves, you know. Of course they would eat horse droppings. Of course they can't spell the team that they like. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Because they haven't been there. You know, Demolition Man. No, it wasn't Demolition Man. I think the name of the movie was Us. And I don't know the author of that movie, but, you know, movie Us. You know, hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it was this right here. Yeah, Us. Yeah, so that's the movie. Crazy movie, man. And it's parallel universe, what have you. And I could be wrong with the ideology that they live underground. I ain't seen it in so long. But the ideology of it is that those were who living down below. When they finally got above, they didn't know how to act, you know. And that's who they remind me of. Jordan Peele, not the Tyler Perry. Okay, Jordan and them, you know. It was his movie, right? Came out in 2019 before the pandemic. Did I say pandemic? Yeah. Come on with it, yeah. But to get to the point of it, I truly believe that that this right here is who they are. And, you know, you can try to change my mind down the stretch, but it's not changing, right? So I just look at it from those particular aspects of it. Are they successful? Have they been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 10 seasons or 10 years? Yes. You can't take that away from them, right? And you got to take it like for what it is. But one thing I can tell you guys, if the Cowboys are smart and if they are wise, they will figure out ways to improve this team, the team that we have now, because this is without a debate. Shout out to my guy Skywalker Steele. Salute to him. I want to share what he came up with, and we're going to flip over. We're going to talk about Dak Prescott. And all of the 3-letter, the 4-letter networks taking his words out of context there. And we're going to talk about Michael Parsons, okay? All over Philly. Yes, indeed. Shout out to you, one for each finger. And the phone lines will be open, by the way. So go ahead. I can't get to all. When there be 30 people in there, I don't want to put the time up, so y'all just know to make it quick. And we can get to everybody's point. And we can talk a little bit as well as about these draft picks. This is Darius Alexander the Great. Appreciate him. He catches this pick right here, and he's moving for a big boy. We're going to talk about this. This is all freestyle show, right? So we're going to do this, okay? With that being said, hey, this kid, I don't know where you guys got him, but he's for damn sure. He got rip move. He can get upfield. He plays with a little pad levels a little too high, but, you know, those are things I can work on. As long as you got a few tool belts as an interior guy, shoot, that's what we need over here, ladies and gentlemen. Law, we better, because they killing us out here in Philly. This is Stay Paid. Boy, they killing us, boy. Yeah, they want to be, they really want to be where we are at, though, you know. But, you know, they're climbing up that mountain there, you know, so it's difficult. And, of course, this is what Skywalker put out here. Cowboys playoff rushing have not had a 100 rusher since the wild card week in, and that's in 2018. No back has had more than 77 rushing yards in that time. The last 4 playoffs, 32 yards per game. That's 2.4 yards. That is literally one touchdown. It's one touchdown. And then the last 4 playoff, well, I guess this is Tony Pollard, 4.2 with 1 touchdown. And he had 42 yards. And I believe in 2021, this was the case in the scenario. That he only had Tony Pollard, he only had 1 touch or 2 touches in that entirety of the game. He had a nice kickoff return, and that's about it. Now, granted, when we talk about these things, I want clarifications. I want these things to be put into these particular parameters, because I get a lot of law. You only making excuses, man. You know, I came here for someone not to be crying, man. And you make more excuses than anyone in the world about Dak Prescott and not about the team and everything. And I get all of that. I get all of y'all sentiments. I get all your worries. I get everything that you guys say. But I come here for the truth. And the truth shall set you free. It's not might, it shall. You know, that's what it is. So when I tell y'all these are the things, and I pulled up the mighty Chat GPT, and I asked him, I kind of pulled up something so that we can all be on the same page, same accord of everything. And I asked him, I said, in the Chat GPT, I literally asked this question right here so that we can be on the same page, so we can be on the same thought track. And they took information down on what's important, right? And what is realism, what is fakeisms, and all of this stuff, all of the isms, right? So I asked the question, I said, excuses versus, let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. I said excuses versus context. That's going to be one category. Why do people say stop making excuses? Are excuses and facts the same? And then I put in the problem, okay? So we're gonna do an exercise class on this, right? And I'm going to have more context to you all in a few. But in that exercise class, I pulled this up. Excuses versus context and facts. And this is what the Chat GPT and Gronk, I believe that's the other name for the chat thing. Excuses are typically seen as justification for failure, often shift blaming away from personal accountability. Facts with context provide fuller picture of why something happened. But if they challenge a popular narrative, people will dismiss them as excuse, right? Boy, I feel like, when I first graduated from Jackson State, I wanted to make me some pocket change, and I went to do substitute teaching. That only lasts for a flame, in 2007. But I feel like I'm in class all over again teaching. So those are excuses versus context and facts. Why do people say stop making excuses? And they said number one reason, they are emotionally invested in sports or life. People want results, not explanations. If a player or a team falls short, many of the fans just want accountability, not context, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. They don't want context, right? All right. And now they only see the outcome. People focus on win or lose, not the details behind it, right? They may be bias driven. If someone already believes a narrative like Dak isn't a good playoff QB, any context that challenge that belief, they may get dismissed. Okay, right? Facts with context. Yes, indeed. So that's what I bring here. You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing that you can check out is the absolute facts, right? So when I go to this next things, are excuses and facts the same? Are they the same? No, but they can feel, and that's what I'm touching on, people. Come on with it. Yeah, because I graduated top of my class.
Emotional damage.
So I'm not here to deliver excuses. I'm here to deliver the facts. And now I'm touching on the emotional damage of those who are kind of like who probably rode the short bus, right? Who probably ate the Crayolas, who probably don't get into details of these situations. No, but they can feel, read slowly, they can feel the same to someone who doesn't want to listen. For example, and this is all brought to you by ChatGPT and Research Department of Law, right? For example, saying Dak had to throw 40 times because the run game wasn't working is a fact in context. Saying also Dak only lost because of the run game might be seen as an excuse because it removed accountability. Come on with it, baby. Yeah, so stick with me. You may learn something, ladies and gentlemen. Last but not least, the real problem why people don't like nuances. People don't like nuances. Most debates are black and white, but reality is gray. Facts with context don't sit well with people who only want simple, surface level takes. So when you are listening to the ESPN, when you are listening to CBS, Fox, or any of the 3-letter, 4-letter networks, they don't give you details. They don't give you examples of inductive studies, right? They only give you samples. They only give you surface level stuff. So when you hear, you're not getting surface level. If you want the popcorn and the carnival, go to the Fox, go to the 3-letter, the 4-letter networks, right? The key is knowing your audience. And the audience that I'm shifting over here are the educated audience. Some people want real discussions. Others just want to push their narratives. If they refuse to listen to the facts with context, they probably not worth debating. That is the time of all of this, ladies and gentlemen. And how did I do with my hooked on funny guys? Y'all let me know. Professor Law is in the building. Appreciate you, man. So when we bring up the facts with the context, these are not excuses. These are facts you don't want to hear. And yes, when we start talking about this, the Cowboys playoff offense, this is from my guy Skywalker Steele, averaged 6.6 points per game in the first half of the last 4 playoff games. And also the other context that we want to bring to the table is this right here. Cowboys playoff defense has had 3 forced turnovers in the last 7 playoff games. So when someone out of their cotton-picking mind that will say, yeah, Jaden Daniels, he's a better quarterback than the quarterback that's here for the Cowboys with the silver and blue with the star on the side of the helmet. To contextualize this, they got 5 turnovers in one game. We have gotten 3 turnovers in the last 7 playoff games. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7. Now, those who are trying to understand this are those from my workshop. Are those excuses or are they facts of the situation? Which one are they? You know, come on, baby. So that's how if I go into a courtroom and I deliver what's principle, empirical data, right? And I put that on the table and I say to the judge, Your Honor, here's my reports and here's my findings. But if you go to the same judge with your opinions and your emotions of excuses, who's going to come out of that court case with the W? I'm going to tell you, Law Nation is going to come out with the W because they can't leverage and they can't lean on the intangible unknown of it out of a case. They got to go with the hard evidence. If the glove don't fit, what you got to do, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of who he was, whether he was white, black, blue, gold, yellow, if the glove don't fit, you must what? Come on, baby. Yeah, here we go, baby.
This is where we hold them.
That's why
This is where we fight.
I'm Law Nation. You know what I'm saying? LAW. You know, it ain't excuses. Come on with it. Lost some of these fans would never get it. Yeah, but yeah, that's why it's not. Yeah, so that's exactly what we got to go with. But you know, I'm just trying to get rid of that word excuses, right? Yes, indeed. But neither here nor there. I want to touch upon what my guy said, and this is one of the things. Oh, before I do that, put your prayers and thoughts out, man, for this guy right here. He a Cowboy fan, and he's strung out, and you know, hope all is well with Kodak. You know, we know times are very troubling. Times are very endearing. So put your prayers together for my guy, man. You know, we never know what the day nor the hour when it's time for him. But at the end of the day, he may get back on a good feet. He may be all right. But at the end of the day, man, it looked very weird for him to see him like that in that fashion. All right. Here's my Michael Parsons deal, and my guy, yeah, he looks zooted. Yeah. My guy, Dak Attack, formerly known as Dak Attack, AOC, I meant to say. AOC, I didn't know that he did a full video on it, you know. He's extremely mad at the Dak, not the Dak thing, but the Michael Parsons thing.
I'm happy that ain't get ruined by us.
So, for context, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Parsons in that clip, he was saying that about Derrick Henry and others, that he's happy that they didn't get ruined by us. Now, 2 things can be true, right? And one thing I can tell you guys is that, come on, Action Power. Yeah, that boy, Action Power, boy, shoot. Boy, you on my guy over there. God dang, boy, shit. Call the man a glazer, the donuts, But two things can be true. Out of the system that we ran last year, without commitment, we wouldn't have been able to run that ball until they got committed to running. Sometimes when your leader goes down, you pull up the clips and the film and you say, how do we win the game? With less is more. We run the ball. We're not trying to ask Cooper Rush to throw that ball all over the field. Now, one game he did, and all of you guys were calling him Cooper Montana, and that was the Carolina Panthers game, right? Everybody like, hey, give that man a gold jacket. He's a GOAT now. GOAT Rush, But two things can be true. I truly believe that the Cowboys just never really, in the past 5, 6, 7 years, dedicated this game on just running the rock. The year that they dedicated running the rock was 16, 17 was in the middle, 18 they realized that they could no longer run the ball like they wanted to with Zeke, and they needed to throw the ball. Believe it or not, like Ripley's in 2018, Zeke had more receptions than the wide receiver. I think he had over 90 receptions or something like that, 77, something like that. He had a lot of receptions because they tried to throw the ball everywhere. The mark of the Cowboys beast was that year because Kellen Moore became, the quarterback coach or the quarterback whisperer or what have you, whoever you want to call it. And then in 2019, he ultimately became the offensive coordinator or something like that, the play caller. And then he stayed in that position, in that role. Now, Kellen Moore is the head coach now, a Super Bowl champ too, by the way, offensive play caller. But what I'm getting at is that when you have to go through your growing pains, Kellen Moore now wasn't the same Moore in 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. He grew, right? But what I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen, is we didn't have the threat of the run. And this goes back to these little excerpts that my guy was able to pull up. Shout out to Scott Walker Steele. Let me pull this around. And it literally is evident. We get to the postseason game, and we don't have any counters. The last time in 2018 that we had that 100-yard rushing, it was against the Seattle Seahawks. I think we looked phenomenal in that game. We were the underdogs. Even though I think we played at home, we were still the underdog. But we managed to pull that game out because Ezekiel Elliott was running with his hair on fire. He had 125 yards in that game. I think Big Tay had a great kickoff return. You need all of those elements. You can't be one-dimensional. So when I say two things can be true and we can ruin players and these sorts of things, that is very tangible when you don't have the coaching staff. One of the calling cards for this particular year for the Dallas Cowboys will be their coaching staff getting back to running. The Cowboys, in the history of all of their success, facts versus excuses, in the history of all of their success, or facts versus opinions, they always had run game. So we got to figure out a way to change the narratives. We got to figure out with these three kings, Dak Prescott, you're going to have to say the right things. You're going to have to do the right things like Spike Lee. Michael Parsons, hush your mouth, get out there on the field. See if you can get someone else to complement your game. And last but not least, CeeDee Lamb. We need you, big dog. These three kings should be able to, the Cowboys should look at these three guys and say, let's continue to build around them. Let's not move off from any of these guys, but let's continue to build around them. For many of days last year, people were banging on the table. Get rid of Parsons, banging on the table. Dak is whack, banging on the table. CeeDee Lamb is not Justin, what's the guy name? Justin Jefferson. Yeah. And they are all held to a different circumstances. You see, Justin Jefferson, You can't point out one single postseason game that he went fire with. Where you at, where you at, Action Powell? You can't find that postseason game, right? But if CeeDee Lamb don't show up and show out, people going to crucify him, reverse crucifix him, hang him upside down on the cross. But Justin Jefferson, he could be very much so pedestrian. But neither here nor there, So, but all three kings, what I was trying to say to the Cowboy fans, we are just as passionate, we are just as stern, and we are just as capable. Yes, we are deep. We just not all condensed in one little old area, We spread it out all over the world. I got people in Belize, I had people in Canada, South Africa to reach out to me saying that they support this channel, Guam and Hiroshima and all of them. Well, not Hiroshima. They're all over the world to pretty much, reach out to me. So the disrespect is loaded up. No, I'm just saying Justin Jefferson, he's supposed to have been able to show us something, Yeah, Jetta, a no-show in the postseason game. Elijah stood on business saying it. You look, go get him, Action Power. Go get him. Yeah. So it is what it is. And Joe Burrows, your boy Joe Burrows, having a good time. Action Power, he might be dipping off into the chocolate. So shout out to Joe Burrows. I saw him in let me see, Joe Burrow. I heard him going damn near viral almost, So shout out to Joe Burrows. They said they're gonna give him a lifetime supply of going out to the barbecue, bro. So shout out to him. Yeah, I got it right here. Come on with it, Joe Burrows. Come on, Joe Burrows in the chocolate, bros. You know what I'm saying? So Action Power, shout out to your boy LSU guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Joe Burrows in there, man. Shout out to Burrows. Yeah. Yes, indeed, man. Burrows, boy. You better watch out for Burrows. I would say this too, though, ladies and gentlemen. On a serious note, the Tashard choice. It looks like he is going to go to the Detroit Lions. Now, is Tashard Choice a better running back coach than Derek Foster? He may be. He may not be. I don't know. Bear 24 is a Taylor with everybody. Which one? Which one of them Taylors? What about button? Shit. Damn. Which one of them Taylors you talking about? Shit. Them Taylors getting around. If your name Taylor in the chat, let me know. Yeah. All right, boy. Woo, don't get me canceled, y'all. I've had to start a whole new YouTube page. But neither here nor there. Taylor Rooks. I done spilled my coffee over here. Hold on, y'all bear with the boy. Y'all bear with me. Okay, here we go. Spill coffee everywhere. It's coffee alert. While I'm wiping up my coffee off my desk here, appreciate everybody, man. Do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, share this content, and let's get busy with it.
Well, clearly
delusional or confident is Dak Prescott with that statement?
Well, clearly delusional. We know this. This is Dak Prescott. When has he not been delusional? I mean, we've seen evidence of this time and time again from this guy. I will give him credit for this, though. I want to thank Dak Prescott because I happen to care about my brethren in print media. That's where my career originated, in print media. And I want to thank Dak Prescott for giving them material. I mean, I really, really appreciate it because, the job can get boring when you don't get material. And when you have a star quarterback for a team that has been inept, moribund, unproductive, non-succeeding, etc., and your star quarterback, who unjustifiably is the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League, continues to run his mouth in inexplicable fashion, I have to acknowledge that, at least the journalists benefit from it. So I got to thank him for that. I really, really do. Now, as for the team itself, I mean, respectfully, he just needs to go someplace and be quiet.
Lean forward just a little bit. Yeah. And that's Stephen A. Smith.
Let me crack your cranium and
fertilize your brain. All right. Bro, this is therapy. Thank you. Mosley, man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
He ain't lying.
Appreciate you, bro. Let me hit it again.
let me crack your cranium and
fertilize your brain. You know what I'm saying? The reason why Dak Prescott was at that event was clearly because it was a cancer research for the kids, for the youth, fundraiser, a charitable event. It wasn't like, hey, let me open up a press conference. Let me talk to y'all. Because I said this before, and I'm going to say this again. Until it's the off season, we're going to slow motion this thing. Yeah, we're going to slow roll it, you know. We got a long off season. We got a lot to talk about, and y'all got nothing else to do. So y'all going to be here with one of the hardest working men, and we're going to continue to be consistent. We're going to talk about these things. They're going to keep the thing going for us. And if they're going to profit off of the beloved Cowboys, of twisted narratives, Law Nation going to do the same thing. But I'm going to give back to our people, not like them. Right? What are you supposed to say, ladies and gentlemen? No comment? Oh, Dak is in his feeling. No comment. Oh, let me bow down to the Eagles and let them know that they are better than us. No, I'm not admitting none of that stuff. No way. Shaq can come through this door right now and say, let's fight. I ain't finna just not fight. I'm throwing every blow I can. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about my hands, not what y'all thinking about. Yeah. We gonna look. I got some stuff over here. I will bust him across the head with this Emmitt Smith thing. I might get a chance. I might hit him in the right spot. Knock him clean out. Look how Law Nation knocked out Shaq live on TV. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, Law to knock Shaq clean out. Or y'all might hear me winning. Yeah. Man. Oh, my goodness, man. Law Nation's whooping Shaq. He beat him down. And then y'all hear this. Y'all know it's over with then, you know, when he grabbed me, it's over with. Yeah, when he grabbed me. But they're like, man, Law, woo! He was winning until Shaq grabbed him.
The fact of the matter is that right now, the reigning defending Super Bowl champions are in the NFC East. It's Philadelphia Eagles. The team they beat to get to the Super Bowl in the NFC Championship game are the Washington Commanders, who has a offensive rookie of the year in Jaden Daniels, who was nothing short of sensational. By the way, in that NFC Championship game, Jeff, Saturday, correct me if I'm wrong, Jaden Daniels, the rookie, was the one who showed up. It was the veterans that were dropping passes, fumbling the ball,
Correction. 5 turnovers.
Committing turnovers, etc. The rookie showed up, okay? He's not going anywhere. And so we have a situation where Dak Prescott is entering his 10th year. And a guy that was drafted in the 2nd round has been to 2 Super Bowls and won one now. And a rookie has been to an NFC Championship game in his 1st year. But Dak Prescott's been in the league for 10 years and ain't been to one NFC Championship game, but he talking. You would think that you wouldn't be so tone deaf that you would have the decency to recognize your position and say, I might need to shut the hell up. It just might be the wise thing for me to do.
How? How? He didn't come there saying, oh, man, I'm finna go get prepped to talk Cowboys. No, he went there for a charitable foundation, you know what I'm saying, to speak upon on cancer. That's what he went there for. It wasn't nothing for him to bloviate and speak on and sully and denigrate what the Eagles' success was or what have you. Oh, we got some other news that just leaked out too. Updates. Ooh, it's about Michael Parsons. Look, it's a sweet time to be live right about now. But for those who's wanting to help support the nation on all what we doing, we are getting ready to embark upon our own foundation, our fundraising here. And it will be at the AO Gala on February the 22nd. So if you are in town for that date, save that date. Come see us and let's have a great time. Don't miss out, and don't miss out on your enjoyments and things that you can do. Get your tickets. Visit Aola Gala, and there it is right there in the chat. Look, and it will be at the Bentley dealership in Dallas. Yeah, Bentley dealership. And y'all come on, swing through, man. Working on a Bentley sponsorship thing. Yeah, I can be pulling up in my Bentley over here. Come on, baby. Yeah. So y'all come on out to that event, especially if you are in the Dallas area.
Take the money out!
Yeah, come on out and let's have a good time. Dress to impress. The event starts at 6 o'clock and it ends when it ends. Come on with it. Yeah, so come on, man. All right. But I'm going to tell y'all about this update on this news that Parsons just lamented. But appreciate y'all. Yeah. Future so bright I had to wear the shades in the daytime, y'all. You know, that's a bright future there. I'm not bloviating nor pumping up the Eagles. But this is how they got in control and command. Shout out to Forever Football. They are one of our partners over here on Instagram. And they came up with this illustration for the nation. What made the Eagles such a great position to be in? That they absolutely moved on from Carson Wentz. And they got these 4 things in return. Chiefs quarterback Carson Wentz has a role of helping the Eagles assemble the super team, basically, the Super Bowl winning roster. In March of 2021, the Eagles traded Carson Wentz to the Colts in exchange for a 3rd-round pick and conditional 2022's first-round picks. Philly used 2021 3rd-round pick to go get Devontae Adams at pick number 10. Philly used 2022's first-round pick to execute a trade with the Saints that turned a wide receiver and turned into a wide receiver AJ, Jalen Carter, and Cooper DeJean. Wentz nearly won MVP in 2017, and he surely deserved their award for helping him. All right, so for helping the Eagles. He's now the MVP of the Eagles. What I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen, you have no trade clause on a Michael Parsons. Not a Michael Parsons, but Dak Prescott. You have a no trade clause. But you don't have it on Michael Parsons. And you don't have that degree, I believe, to CeeDee Lamb. And you'd be crazy to trade CeeDee or the other king. So what you got to do is figure out a way. if you want to dance around with those particular things. Yes, that is other news. Aztec Steelers are looking to trade for Trevor Lawrence, who just got paid $250 million too, right? But to that degree, I want to bring this up about my guy. Hold on tight for me. Here's the update. Shout out to my guy, Hot Boys, Cowboys. You know, we can turn the funeral sessions off now. Jeez. The funeral music is off. The safe room is no longer needed. All right. The Cowboys defensive end, Michael Parsons, says that there hasn't been any progress on the extension. This is very big news, right? It's very big news. And I'm more so in the middle with this. I'm more in the middle with this.
Take the money out, all of it. Come on.
Dallas Stevens says, love the vibes, my friend. Appreciate you, man, for the $2 super chat. There's been no progress, but I'm confident that something will happen. We will see. I have a lot of respect for Jerry. We have talked all the times. There's a plan in place. We'll see how it plays out. Parsons also sent a call to action to the team ahead of free agency. Call to action. Let me see. Let me read it. My hooked on phonic eyes. I got to zoom in. I don't want to sit back and watch other teams build and us stay the same. I want to see us become aggressive and get some players that will make an impact. Oh, wee! I should have had my music still playing. That's a bittersweet. They haven't made plan. This is big. This deserves like his own video within itself, right? I might have to, once I finish this live, look, we got to talk about this. This is big. On one end, they haven't been talking about contracts. On the other end, Michael Parsons been saying, hey, I don't want to be sitting on our hands. We can't just go get an Eric Kendricks and that's it. We just can't go get, and say it with me, baby, a James Washington, right? We just can't. And shout out to James Washington. He reached out to me, man. Yeah. Micah just got traded, Law. Yes, indeed. Yeah. After that conversation, yeah. Because they're going to look at this and, oh, you mean to tell me that you're going to announce and showcase to the world that we haven't made any progress? Because here's the thing. Everybody that you come across, you give respect for. I have much respect for burner account 5. I got much respect for Ratio, Warren Watkins, T-Jack. Angie, I got a lot of respect for you. Law, we read the same. Hooked on phonic twins. Appreciate you, baby. Yes, indeed. Yeah, boy. We used to read like this with the hand. Yeah, with the finger pointing out. We read the same. Yeah. Yeah, Ratio, outside of the Philly, I can't stand the Steelers either. So Steelers, I can't stand the Steelers, the 49ers, nor the Eagles, nor the Washington team. So I don't really care what they're doing. But I feel you, man. I appreciate you for your support. Here's what I'm saying. I love pushing the envelope. If Michael Parsons fall out of respect for Jerry, then he's gone. Everyone gets respect. Ain't this right? Self-preservation, ice cold cowboy. We all get respect. We give you respect. but just don't be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you don't have to respect me, just don't be disrespectful. You know, so that's how that goes. But the moment Michael Parsons feel disrespected, it's going to go away. To announce that, to announce to someone, I have respect for, let me go back to this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? To announce, hey, I got respect for Jerry Jones, meaning that that's tied with conditions. Yeah. That's tied with conditions. Yeah. He said, I'm confident that something will happen. We'll see. I have a lot of respect for Jerry. This tied with conditions. Meaning that, hey, if you're going to take care of me, you're going to take care of me. If you're not, you're not. Yeah. Yeah. And Gifford Hall, please don't be disrespectful. I'm just playing with you now. Please, mods, don't attack Gifford Hall, because if I manage to be a successful person in life and what I do, and people tune in daily, whether it's the off season, during the season, or no season at all, and they tune in to hear what I have to say, and yet you believe that I'm delusional or delusional, well, what that makes you if you're listening to what a delusional person is saying, meaning that you got to be delusional to listen to a delusional person. So the word delusional, people have used and misused that in so many different and so many wrongful ways based off of the surface levels of what ESPN, the 3-letter, the 4-letter networks stated. It was Stephen A. Smith, who's very much so delusional to think that he got this nice hairline or something, right? To expound upon that particular word, delusional. Because faith and being faithful can fall in the lines of being delusional, right? Let me know if I'm lying, ladies and gentlemen. You know? So you have to be delusional to know that if I strike this rock, water will come out, right? You have to be delusional to know that someone can turn water into wine. You have to be delusional to know that he will make a way out of no way. You know, he wants you to be blind, crippled, and crazy. Blind enough to walk by faith, crippled enough to lean on him, and crazy enough to know that he'll make a way out of no way. So that means you will have to be delusional in order to believe those things have absolutely happened, right? Yeah. So you will have to be a delusional person, or you have to be a faithful person, right? So at the end of the day, I'm a very faithful person in what I believe in, right? And even though being faithful to a thing doesn't mean that it had to be tied to conditions of winning. The name of the game is Cowboys DC for life, meaning ultimately win, lose, or draw. Meaning that it doesn't matter if the Eagles fool around and get 30 Super Bowls. We're still faithful to the cause here, right? We're still faithful for the Cowboys. They're not tied with conditionings. Now, fickle fans, and I'm glad I can turn this thing to that before we open up the phone lines and beyond. The fickle fan is tied with conditions that the team, in order for you to like said team, they must win. They must win ultimately. They must draft a certain kind of caliber of quarterback that you want. They must fool around and sign the right player that you want. Those are people that love things that's tied with conditions. See, I got an unconditional passion, meaning that my passion and all of the Cowboys faithful are just as passionate as those who eat horse droppings, right? So people get it mixed up and confused of being faithful to something or being keeping the faith with something versus a delusional word or meaning, So that's why people follow the channel. That's why people support the channel. That's why people support Law Nation. And that's why all you have is the word delusional, and no one supports you. No one is faithful to you. No one cares about you. No one checking on you, So you come here to be accepted, and we still accept you for who you are, And that is what it is. That's why I say don't block the trolls, because they can might off themselves because they don't have no other place to go vent. So let them come here, and let them vent. Let them have their trail of tears here, because ultimately there's no statue raised to a critic, nor, ladies and gentlemen, those who sit high scold and ridicule those who sit low. They are humble enough to know that any given moment that they can be right where we are at, So that's why you don't see Law Nation trolling over to the Eagles content page, nor a Washington content page, nor a Giant, because I don't have to be there. They know who I am. They don't, what I'm saying? But I don't know who they are, So that's how that goes, and that's how life is too. So you get your blessings for being humble, right? And we are humbled over here, and maybe one day you will be. But maybe you just still young, So you want to come here and you want to spread your bird droppings. So Law is delusional. But no, Law is faithful, Law is consistent. Law is wonderful. Law is mighty. Law is powerful. Y'all need to be putting y'all words of encouragements up on your windows and mirrors every day. And speak those things into existence. Yeah, Law is successful, But neither here nor there, let me give you a person who's like that person who says, I'm delusional. Angie, Law, why are you talking about me trolling my job? Trolling is my job. Well, hey, Angie, whatever get your rocks off, But neither here nor there. As they say, if the shoe fits, wear it. But I appreciate it. I love you. Appreciate you. Love you to the stars and back. Ain't nobody coming to see him, Otis. Yeah, line.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Fabs here, rocking the Detroit Lions gear. That's right. You guys all know I have divorced the Dallas Cowboys and, more importantly, Jerry Jones. But even though I'm not a Cowboys fan anymore, that does not mean that I can't comment on stupid stuff that comes out of Big D.
All right. So, want you lean forward just a little bit, fella? Yeah, this gonna hurt you a little bit. Yeah.
And we had another stupid thing that came out of Big D. Dak Prescott saying, well, we're pretty close to the Eagles. How? Explain that to me. Geographically, no, not really. In terms of the franchise, no, not really. The owner, hell no. The GM, no. The roster, no. How are you close? Okay, so you've got a winning record in your career against the Eagles. Who gives a rat's patootie about that? How about winning the game when it counts?
This brother with the slick back, you know what I'm saying, got 5 foreheads just like Stephen A. Smith, just a whiter version. He going to say, how about winning the game when it counts? Excuse me? Didn't the Washington team versus Detroit Lions, wasn't that a game that count? You see, the only reason why they're not talking about the Lions as much as the Cowboys, because if we were hit with the same set of circumstances, we'll be plastered over every 3-letter, 4-letter networks of saying, oh, the Cowboys choked that game out. The Cowboys are cursed. Yes, indeed. Now, he went from one worse team to a worse-er team. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case in the situation scenario. Because they have never lifted a Lombardi trophy. And they got beat down by a rookie quarterback, right? So come on, you know. So he jumped ship and he got off of one side of the Titanic boat, swam around to the other side and jumped back on, thought he was on a different ship. He was still on the Titanic. Yeah. He jumped off one side of the Titanic, swam around and said, okay, there's another boat. Jump back on the same ship. He's still going down. I can't hear no more of this guy. But I just wanted to pull that up, y'all. Come on. All right. It is so crazy. That's wild of that guy, right? He said, win when it counts the most. Well, jeez. Who else want to jump ship? Please leave. We will still accept you back, but come on, just leave. Just leave. Be like that guy. Jump ship. But if you somehow jumped the ship, you jumped off the boat, right? And there have been cases where a person literally breaks into someone's house, climb through the roof, right? Fool around and fall on a table, and he sued the homeowner whose house he broke into because he had got hurt. It was a personal injury, and he was trying to break into that person's house. But if that somehow happened to you, whether it's a personal injury on the job or someone do that and it's somebody's house that you know that you didn't got the key to, but you hurt yourself, then you need to do this right here. You need to call these folks.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
That's 214-817 and all of the threes you can dial. Be sure to check out Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. They have over 100 years of combined experience. That's a lot of experiences. And we all hate to be in a wreck. We all hate to be in any type of situation that causes stress. But you can be stress-free if you just dial 817-214 and all of the threes you can dial. Right? Or visit frankelfirm.com. Check the website out. Put your claim and the orders in from there. But let's get it on and popping on the Frenkel Firm hotline. Only the ones who down for me, right? Keep it simple, thug, baby. From the 970, Sonny. You're live, Sonny. Talk to me, man.
Hey, you seen my name? My name was in the chat there, Warren Watkins. That's mine.
It's you. Shout out to you, Watkins, man.
Yeah, yeah. My wife set that all up for me. I'm not too much into all that.
But hey,
hey,
Sonny, you here.
Hey, if we were picking number 8 in the draft, would we still be going after Jitney, the running back, or would it be a different choice then?
With 8, you may have him play Will Campbell. You may have him play Tet and Mason Graham. And Abdul Carter. So all of those boys.
Okay. So
all of those boys. Yeah.
So they might even fall to us at number 12. One of them might.
Say again.
That they might fall to us, one of them guys. That's number 12.
Yeah. If Will Campbell fall to you, then, shout out to the LSU, you may have to take a look at him. Or if, and he'll have to fall, it would have to be something that's very noticeable while he's falling. If Ted falls, maybe he have a terrible combine, like he runs a 4.7 or something. If who else you said? If Abdul Carter falls, maybe he put the gas mask on. So the draft is always a crazy scenario situation.
And what's the odds of Garrett actually leaving Cleveland?
Myles Garrett leaving? It's going to be a 95% chance he's leaving. I'll say a 6 or 7% chance he falls here, though.
Oh, okay. Where do you think he might end up, in the AFC or the NFC or
I pray if he don't fall to the Cowboys, I pray that he falls somewhere in the AFC.
Mm-hmm. What do you? Is that where you're kind of thinking he's going to go? Is to the AFC somewhere?
Somewhere. Hell, he might go to the damn Chiefs. That would be crazy. Yeah, no. I don't know where he's going to be.
They're going to be looking for guards and tackles, aren't they?
They should be. They should be looking for guards and tackle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they need to get. And I seen Pitts is going to be up for free agency.
Kyle Pitts?
Yeah. He's what's the chances of us landing? I don't think we will, but or T. Higgins or
T. Higgins, that's a slim chance. The Cowboys love their own. And somewhere pricey. T. Higgins did lament that he will be willing to take a pay cut to stay in Bengals land, but we will see. We know crazier things that can happen.
We got to wait and see how this all plays out. I listen to you every year. Everybody's got their scenario, and it very few times does it work out like the way everybody said it was going to.
No doubt. You know what, Sonny? You know what, Sonny? This was the first year you and I got it wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, we got it wrong on our picks. Year before last, you and I was very, very close on our picks, bro.
Oh, I know we were.
Mm-hmm.
I knew we were. I know I was right about the 49ers not making the playoffs. I got you was very right. Yeah. You said that at the start of the season. You did, Sonny. Yeah. But I appreciate you. Lombardi laughed at me. He said, "Oh, come on now. What have you been smoking?" I said, "Wait and see, dude." I said the reason was because I heard that McCaffrey was hurt.
Right.
When I heard that, I feared they weren't going to make it.
Yeah, you were right. You said it at the start of the season. I appreciate you, Sonny.
It was good seeing you, Law.
Good talking to you, Sonny. You have a good one.
It was good hearing you, too. Let's go, Cowboys!
Let's go, man. That's Sonny, man. I hope I didn't sound like I was rushing him off the phone. But he's always a good sport, man, and always call in. And, he gave me some heat that year. He gave me heat 3 years in a row. I was like 12-5. I had us going 13-4. He had us going 12-5. We went 12-5. And I think one year he had us going 13-4. I had us going 13-4. I just kept going with 13-4. Yeah. I was wrong this year. I had us going 13-4. So I was very wrong. The person who called in, his name was not Boss Cowboy, but Voss, Voss Cowboy. He was right on the money what the Cowboys are going to look like, and I didn't want to accept it, but it is what it is. I got the 305, I got Darius, and then I got VIP. 305, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com, man. Talk to me.
What's up, Dallas Cowboys, and more importantly, Jerry Jones. But even though
what's up, bro? Yeah, I can hear you, man. No.
I hear it in your voice, man. You mad, man. I ain't trying to best message for the day, man. You on one today.
Wait,
what's going on, man? You woke up on the wrong side of the bed, man. I ain't know what's going on, man.
No, I slept in the middle, man. So what you trying to say, man? so there's no side. I said I won't sleep in the middle of the bed. Yeah.
Did you catch what Chris Canty said this morning?
Nah.
Nah.
Send it to me. Send it to me, bro. Send it to me. I ain't know Chris.
So basically, he talked about the Marcus Parsons thing, but I think he articulated it wrong for the reasons why we should get rid of Marcus Parsons. He said more of a culture thing, like a culture shift, which was wrong. I don't think Marcus Parsons has nothing to do with this culture. But the thing is, and what Stephen A. say, like, if we want to get draft capital and we want to make a change, whatever, Michael Parsons is the best way to, do it. And in so many words. But that being said, I heard VIP yesterday. So, VIP, he go crazy when he go on this thing, man. You feel me? Shouts out to him. Whatever, I don't know him, but shouts out to him. But I want to ask him, and I want to ask the fans, if you put the GM hat on, right, what are you doing to change this team if you have so many holes? I just want to know what people, because you could say, I could go on free agent and get this and this. I could trade for this and this. But what you giving up for these things? Who you paying for these things?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
okay. I get what you're saying. You got to give a soul for a soul. Is what I've been saying, right? Like you just can't go to the store and say, "Hey, man, I want the Ferrari," right? You know, and they're like, "What you got? What? Give us something. What's your credit score?" Well, it's 450. He ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? How much money you make? You know, so you got to. I think that the Cowboys, we look at this thing that we must win the trade, right? And if we don't win the trade, we must hurt the player, sending them off to Siberia. And I think that we got to change that philosophy. I do like the two ways that Parsons looked at this. And it's getting closer to you being right because Parsons said, I respect Jerry Jones. If you have a lot of respect for him, you don't have to say that. No one on this planet Earth have to come out and say, I have a lot of respect for Michael Jordan. You know, it's already given that he is for what he is, right? So Jerry Jones, that shows when I'm reading in between the lines that he want to get this deal done. He's hopeful that the deal will get done, but there's no communications with that. The Cowboys got to have sense of urgency. You know, if you don't wait, you don't put, I'm just using this as an example. If Beyonce is, I'm just using her as an example, just an example. Follow along with me, bro. If Beyonce is on the open, if she on the open market, she just divorced Jay-Z and she want to date you, 305. You don't look at your calendar and say, all right, let's do April, you know. She like, why are you gonna wait all the way to April? You know what I'm saying? I want to date you now. You got to make priorities and make that thing happen before someone else can slide in there, you know, or you give someone else a shot at it. So what I'm looking at, if Michael Parsons already came out and said that he's willing to get paid dog water to play here, then the Joneses should be rolling up their sleeve and hurrying up to make sure that they pay him. But I think that they have reservations on that. And that's what's taking so long.
But you know that's out with that pay situation, Law. For example, what did he say after the verse of if we get I keep forgetting the guy's name, the DM from Cleveland. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names, Law, bro. But the DM from Cleveland, what was the first thing he say? Well, I'm willing to take a pay cut, but he can't get paid more than me. What did he say? And that's the whole thing.
But Miles,
with these guys,
Miles,
the Miles Garrett thing. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, like. Don't be no fool, man. Like, you can't just come in here when you see this guy, we drafted him. That's like, for example, right, we got CeeDee now. And we say, okay, let's go get T. Higgins, right? But we're going to pay T. Higgins more than we pay CeeDee Lamb. How do you think CeeDee Lamb's going to feel in the locker room, a free agent, haven't got drafted here, and he making more money than me or getting more balls than me? How do you think CeeDee Lamb's going to take that?
He's not going to.
I don't think he's going to take that well.
He's not going to take that well.
He's going to take that well. So we have to be. I'm not going to use the word delusional because I see you. You know, you explain your definition and things like that. But we have to be. What's the word I'm looking for? You're a teacher, Law. Now that I know that you did teaching, what's the word I'm looking for, Law? Like, we have to be realistic, right?
Realistic, yeah.
I'm going to feel Parkway, but don't mind me. My vocabulary is terrible, right?
Man, I'm Mississippi. Yeah, go. Hey.
We have to be realistic, bro. Like, come on, we're not playing with monopoly money here. We're not playing with guys who want a video game. We're playing with real live people with real money. Everybody's not going to sell a new person coming here making more money than them or making the same amount and then taking away touches or taking away the fame that they got at the team.
Yeah.
Look at it. So all this stuff that people, they stand in this media things, bring them over here and all that. Man, that shit be, excuse my language, I know you can't get them Disney tracks. That stuff be capped. Straight cap, Law.
Man, I appreciate you calling in 305, man. Keep representing, man. So if I'm ever in Miami, man, I'm definitely gonna hit you up, bro.
No, definitely in there, man. I'm doing some things too, man. I'm thinking, I'm gonna make a podcast, Law, man.
Make a podcast, man. Everybody doing it. Man. Invite podcast Parsons on your podcast. When he get traded to Miami. Yeah, when he get traded to Miami. I appreciate you, man. Good call from trade Michael Parsons for Tyreek Hill. Yes, indeed, that's crazy. Yeah, man, iniquities. That's what I'm getting, from Parsons, So like it's in the works, man, and I hate that, because anybody that's watching right here, shoot, none of y'all like James Brown, Angie J, Posey, Nisi, thank you, Gil. If God said I'm gonna bring y'all to heaven, y'all ain't gonna say, and Toxic Tom, y'all not gonna say, hey, I want to get there, but make sure my room, those many mansions that you talking about, make sure my room is a little bit bigger than Law's. You know what I'm saying? I want my room to be bigger. No. I could be the person that's holding the fan. I just want to get there, man. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? If you just want to get there, it don't matter how you get there, So that's what I'm getting at. It doesn't matter who makes more or less. As long as you get paid and as long as we get there. Nobody going to be sitting here saying, yeah. Y'all leave my guy alone from the 305, man. Shoot. Yeah, but no player should take a pay cut. These are billionaires. Toxic Tom, I do agree with that, but declaring and decreeing, I got to make a little bit more. Come on, man. Shoot, you shouldn't be, negotiating with God is wicked. Burn a count. Yeah. Yeah. Like, hey, man, I'm up in here, but I noticed that they wings a little bit longer than mine. What's going on? Why they got more rings than me? Hey, and people probably still complain. Hey, can you turn it down a little bit? And God be like, how much down you want it to be, because I could turn the heat up now, if you complaining. Come on. All right, I got my guy, Darius, man, for the 214 that we had the VIP. Darius, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrankelFirm.com, bro. What's good with
you? Hey, Lock, can you hear me?
Hey, man, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, I want to highlight you about two things. The first thing I wanted to talk to you about was you hit people with this point about who showed up in the playoff games.
Right.
One in particular, the 49ers game, the second game, when people talk about the quarterback play, you say who else showed up except for Dak. Now, what I will say about that game in particular is I think the defense played well enough. I know they didn't have. You can bring up the raw stat line about this many tackles for loss, this many sacks, these many picks, all the type. I get that. So with that being the case, at the same time, I do want you to remember there was a low-scoring game. So by definition, if it was a low-scoring game, that means it was a what? It was a defensive battle. That means that the defense, both defenses, were stalling both offenses out. I don't think neither team made it to like 21 points. So by definition, that our defense played stout. And if you compare that game to the 2021 game with our defense came out ready to kill shit. Like if you just look at the energy of the defense and the team, that defense played championship football that game. The one thing that I will say about that game is, and I get that you gave the definitions of excuses versus facts, but if you are the quarterback, I'm just saying you personally, Law, if you the quarterback, you always have this saying when you was working at Pitney Bowes, everybody has a reason, but results are what matter.
Right.
So we can have a reason as to why you didn't get the job done if you are the quarterback. And right. I'm not trying to place blame. I'm just telling you what it is.
Mm-hmm. So, right. So when you look at it, and I have to take it biblically, right?
Yeah.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, those are their perspectives of the same events or set of events that happened, right? From different perspectives. And they was writing from their perspectives of what happened with the guy who passed away at the age of 33, right? So what I'm getting at is that, two things can be true. Dak Prescott, he does hold accountability because he's on a team that lost those playoff games. And the 2021 game, they had, look, he can't throw those INTs, right? He threw a pick in that game, or the clock management was off. We could talk about the aficionados being in the way and he couldn't spike the ball. Those things do sound like excuses, and they are to a degree when you look at it from those particular perspectives. The game was very much so out of hand way before that time frame with 14 penalties. So at some point, if you have a consistency of those issues, meaning that that's an undisciplined team, and if you're an undisciplined team, you shouldn't be awarded that game anyhow. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I do look at it from those aspects. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, they are the head of these reasonings. They're the problems. The issue was the coaching and the quarterback, and the solution would have been, hey, can we call a better game? Can we run the ball? Can we alleviate some of these things? So you're right, man. Dak Prescott, look, there's two things that falls under the accountability clause for any sports. That will be, one, being the head coach. They got a win-loss record for him as a stat. And two, they got a win-loss record for the quarterback. There's no win-loss record for any other player on the team. You know what I'm saying? Those are they are held as stats for the quarterback, even though, you know, wins and losses shouldn't be a quarterback stat, but it is, and there's no way around that. Because first thing people will say, head to head, Dak Prescott is 2-1 versus Jalen Hurts, 9-4 versus the Eagles, 33-8 versus the NFC East, right? But we can't take away those things; those are facts. But the results are, you know, 2 playoff wins with all of those regular season success. So in order for him to be champion of this particular, or king of this division, somehow he got to find himself on a team that can win in the postseason. And right now, the team that's here ain't there.
Yes. Yeah. So you're right. And I wasn't saying that to beat up Dak. I was just saying that because I hear you say that point a lot. And I'm like, I think you got a point with a lot. Whenever you bring that point up, you have a point with that. But and that's when it comes to that second 49ers game, that defense did show up. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? But we can go back and forth on that. I just want to add that to the conversation. The next thing I want to holler at you about was, because I know you was upset about the rebuttals that Dak had when he was at the cancer awareness thing.
Cancer awareness.
And so my thing is that overall, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? If you do check the stats, you do check the numbers. You know what I'm saying? We do got the one up on them. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the Commanders and the Eagles. But in that situation, because the Eagles just won the Super Bowl and because the Commanders just went to the NFC Championship, you got to know how this is going to come off.
Yeah.
You got to know how people are going to take that. You can't say it. You can't say that.
That's why he took it away. He says, I would say check the record, you know, that we are very close. But they're about to lift somewhere in the word. He said they about to lift they lifted the Lombardi Trophy, you know. But because he was put in a situation where it's cancer awareness, you know, he didn't come there to talk football, and he got 1,000 things. His mom less than 10 years ago passed away of cancer, you know. So I just want people to understand that those moments, you know, like this morning, I kid you not, I broke down in tears, crying because of a post that Facebook reminded me of my mom. You know what I'm saying? And that's how things can happen. But people, you can't expect people to give you perfect answers all the time and play the media game. You know, and what they should have done, ESPN should have done, is donated to that cancer awareness program instead of trying to take from what he said and twist it. You know, they should have, ESPN and Stephen Jones, with all of the money that they're accumulating, they should be able to say, you know what, Dak was out there for cancer awareness. He's doing a noble thing. Let us donate $500 to that cause there. And now let's talk about whatever, X, Y, and Z. But they went in only after the money grab. They made thousands of dollars off of the agony and the pain of the Cowboys right now.
Yeah, and that chat, like, this is my last, like, in closing point. That chat GPT thing that you had brought up, that was actually true. I understand the nuance. I understand full well what you're saying and like the context in which Dak was saying that in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is just one little mishap on Dak part about you can't say nothing about him. Like you can't say it because you can't say nothing. I guess out of bounds when it comes to the Eagles because of how that's gonna come off when they just won the championship. They gonna look at you like, man, shut your ass up. Bro, they just won the Super Bowl, but you can't. You know that's what they're gonna say if you say anything out of bounds about the Eagles or the Commanders. They gonna take what you said out of context.
Yeah.
So it's just like you gotta be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Due to the timing of what you're dealing with. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. Sometimes it feels as if though there's about 2 teams in the NFL, 2 or 3 teams in the NFL. Because the topic line, and I get it, they do talk about other sports, but the topic line is about the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody's talking about the Chiefs. Nobody's talking. They talking about them today. But let's wait about another week, and let's see how long are they gonna be talking about them. The Cowboys didn't even make it to the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
And they talk about the Dallas Cowboys. We haven't even made it to the playoffs. The first thing the Eagles did after lifting up that Lombardi Trophy, Dallas sucks. So
they got an inferiority complex.
Yeah,
it's unhealthy with the Eagles. They have an inferiority complex, and so do the Texans. The Texans got that as well, but that is what it is, though.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, love.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in, bro. And fair and balanced. I love it. So with that being said, and I get it. It goes back to this point right here. That they are looking for this right here. They want simple, surface level takes. What can garner and grab the attention of the people? They don't want no details of analysis of what really happened. That's the media for you. They don't care about the 30 years, the 30 seasons. Nobody give a dog that Wade. Was it Dave Campo was here, Wade Phillips? Nobody cares about that. My objective is to let y'all know the full truth. Shane Gailey, Dave Campo, Wade Phillips, Jason Garrett. My objective is to let y'all know the truth. Their objective is to ridicule and excoriate and cast aspersions upon the Cowboys. But in 30 years and 30 seasons, my objective is to tell y'all the truth. That out of those 30 seasons, the only 2 qualifying coaches probably, for sure was Bill Parcells and probably Mike McCarthy. Because he wasn't successful with a quarterback that was allegedly better than Dak Prescott. He wasn't successful with him. So, surface level takes. They want it simple. And that's the 3-letter to 4-letter networks. And that's what most people are high on. People don't. Why do you think TikTok became such a great platform? 60-second videos. Couldn't go over that, right? But out of all of the platforms, YouTube still remained king. Long-form content. Generating plenty of information out there for the nation. Right? And they tried to make the adjustments to add shorts and all of this stuff. You got to make your adjustments. From the VIP hotline, you're live on the nation.
Law is VIP, baby. Law, let me say this. Because Law, I love the nation. I love that Brandon's boyfriend came on and admitted to their hermaphrodite relationship yesterday at the end. I'm happy for people like that, Law. We got to give these people flowers, Law. So let me say this, Lord. I know your boy. I know that guy. He's from around your way yesterday, Lord. He obviously didn't realize who VIP was. So let me introduce myself, Lord. I'm the type that don't play. I don't tuck my chain, Lord. I'm not putting my tail between my legs because Philly fucking won. You sound crazy, bro. Yo, B, look, Darius. I like you, B. You are a Slurpee, but you still on my team, B. But let me put you on the game. I don't give a goddamn who what. I'm expressing myself. My quarterback is 9-4 versus Philly, 33-8 in the NFC. So I'm bowing down to y'all. Come on, man. Y'all the type dudes. Y'all. When we go out of town, when we go OT, y'all tucking y'all chains. Y'all like, yo, I'm gonna leave this in the car, man. Y'all the scary type, B. We don't need y'all, man. Respectfully, Lord, Lord, what are we doing? Like, Lord, we have so many fickle fans that get on the fence. And he want to come up here talking about, oh, we should say nothing about Philly. F Philly. Fuck Philly. Lord, I don't give a goddamn who. I'm not praising you, B. We not doing that. So if you one of them fans and you want to put on your Slurpee knee pads, go ahead, B. Swallow it all up. I gotta clear the air. Lord, I might not be on next week because my birthday is coming next week, Lord. And I plan to take a couple of days of some R&R, some rest and relaxation from Slurpees, Lord. Lord, this is traumatizing, Lord.
Yeah.
So I just want to clear the air. Now, I want to say congratulations to Brandon's boyfriend. I'm glad they came out the closet finally about their hermaphrodite relationship. Hey, look, man. Look, bro. Look, Beaver, just keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear about it. All right, that's too much. That's TMI.
Wait, VIP. I gotta protect my guy a little bit, man. Scott is a strong supporter of Rain Dakota Prescott, by the way.
That's why I respect him. And that's why I know they be arguing in the house. Him and Brandon, they got to play role play in the house. You know what I mean? No, they playing catcher, they playing tight end, they playing wide receiver. Lord, they scrambling, scraping, and baby oiling. Hey, Lord, look, man, I'm not knocking what they do, Lord. I'm happy for them, Lord.
Oh, my gosh, man. My God, man. Appreciate you for calling in.
Oh, my gosh. For life, Lord. How about damn Cowboys? Don't say it's about my Lion and don't say it's about my quarterback. I'm outside.
No doubt, man. This is my guy, VIP, man. I'm going to play this song because y'all know Scott, man. He's the guy that said, law.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
Hell no, bro. I don't even fuck around like that, dog. Hell no, dude. My bad. No, hey, VIP, man. I don't know if you got somebody else mixed up or whatnot, bro. But that ain't what we do around here, bro. That's jokes. I don't know nothing about Brandon. I don't know nothing about you. I actually enjoy your calls, man. But dude, don't you ever, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, dog. Don't you ever in your lifetime put me in another man's bedroom like that and play like that, man. I have fun on these calls, you know what I'm saying? I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, diehard Prescott supporter, and Zeke. Let's not forget about Zeke.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't nobody's boyfriend, VIP. The way how your throat sound with all that rattling, like you be sucking on something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that to heart. You got a goddamn vibrator stuck in your throat right now. Hey, it's VIP, baby. Sound like Dick Van Dyke with a dyke. Don't put mine down, man. Put mine down. My bad. I know like he's supposed to be in the church, man, but I don't ever try me like that, bro. That's on God right there. But anyway.
All
right,
man.
What are we supposed to be afraid of? We supposed to be afraid to say what we really do to the Eagles or something? Dak can't say what he want to say? Is anybody going to stop him from saying? I'm pretty sure he don't care about people talking about him, even getting talked about ever since he set foot on the Dallas Cowboys turf. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird that that's the fear. Oh, you can't say nothing about the Eagles.
Right.
Man, but they won the Super Bowl, granted, give them props, but screw them.
Screw the Eagles, man.
Screw the Eagles, man. He was, but the thing about it is, he was asked the question. He wasn't there for that. He was there for a totally different cause, and they asked him about, the Eagles and all like that. So what are you supposed to say?
Man.
What are you supposed to say? We can't match up with them boys. They the Super Bowl champ, man. We ain't got nothing. No, you talk your talk and walk your walk.
Yeah.
Because so far as I remember, hey, look, him and Z used to tell the Eagles up, bro, jumping over their heads and everything, scoring touchdowns. So, I mean, what's the big deal about it?
No doubt, man.
You talk noise. But, man, but keep your boy VIP in check, man. That's kind of weird. I'm at the gym right now. I'm listening to him, enjoying my workout. And I'm like, the hermaphrodite, I'm like, okay, that was a good joke, but I'm the last caller from yesterday. I'm like, I hope he was talking about me. And thank you for trying to take up on the VIP talking about me. VIP, I'm kind of surprised with you, man. Yeah, no, take you, your mammy. I'll tell you like this before I hang up. VIP, you, your mama, your grandpappy, your greasy grandmama, and TD Jake, and R. Kelly and all the rest of the boys will go sit y'all behind in hell and play with that vibrator stuck in your goddamn throat. All y'all can do that for all I care. Ever call me out like that again, bro? Yeah, I frequently go to the shows. So if you ever want to come to a show, I'll send you the address. We can rent shop right there, brother. I won't get down like that, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Scott, man. That's Scott, man. Shit. Oh. Oh, man. What am I doing here, man? Oh, my gosh, man. Poindexter, man. Come on, man. Come on, take us to church, man. Poindexter from the 409, man. What's going on, bro?
Hey, man, I like to say this here, that the biggest subject in Lord Nation is not the Cowboys. It's the nation. I listen for the nation, dog. The nation is off the freaking hinges.
It's off the hinges, man.
It's high entertainment for me, man. I listen for the entertainment value, dog.
It's entertainment, baby.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yo, come on, baby. He says, is this not why you're here? Come on, man.
Maximus Andrews, I really
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh, man.
I have to tell you this here. Now, this ain't, podcast, I love to call into the podcast.
Right.
But about 25 years ago, there used to be a national sports talk show, okay? And what I was called Legendary, and it was the same type of format.
Right.
Where you had the caller talking smack about each other. It was called Jim Ron Jungle, and it was, the biggest subject in the jungle was the jungle. But one thing that we did, we were from all over the nation. So I've been to Cleveland, Portland, Tampa, Houston, and we all meet. You hear what I'm saying? We used to get together and meet. We get itineraries, get plane tickets. Whoever was the host city, they would make sure everybody was taken care of, getting their plane tickets, getting them somewhere to stay. Some of them stayed at my house. You hear what I'm saying?
Wow.
We had a whole lot of fun. So, nation, y'all need to, like I say, it's one thing to be on the phone. It's one thing to be on the phone. But it's another thing to sit at a round table. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing was that when we got together, our conversation was, like Vegas. Whatever was our conversation was our conversation.
Right.
We got back on the phone. We would go back and forth with each other, but we had a relationship with each other. You hear what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny that you got these people now. I don't know if we just having fun, and that's what it's about, man. It's about having fun.
I think these guys are having fun, man. I hope they ain't try to go to fisticuff, without the camera on.
Yeah,
Put the camera on. And one corner, I got VIP. In the other corner, I got Brandon. You know what I'm saying? And let's get ready to rumble. You know, yeah. I do that.
Yeah. We gonna set that up, man. I'm looking to make a road trip.
Yeah.
One of your remotes, man, and I'm looking to meet some of these dudes, man, because they fun, man.
It's fun, yeah.
Find us a place. We need to find us a date and a place, man, and let all of us, we need to interact so we can help. Because see, everybody can't make it, and I don't mind helping somebody make it. I really don't.
Right.
I don't mind helping somebody get a room. I don't mind helping somebody get travel. Whatever it is, man.
Okay. I'm gonna call my guy. I'm gonna call my guy Tony Mack up. He got a full boxing ring. We can do it that way. I put the stage up and have the podcast. And somebody on one corner, somebody on the other corner. Now they ain't gonna throw no fisticuffs. It just be like a boxing cage type of thing. And also we got the House of Blues, man. It's in Dallas, man. The person reached out to me and said, "Law, have you ever considered doing a live audience type of deal?" And I said, yeah. So we probably had to do something like that. Yeah.
But like I say, man, I would love to have a round table with some of these fellas, man. Just throw back some drinks, man, and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Because all in all, Cowboy fans, man, we live and die with these Cowboys. We was talking about it before, just like you said. I'm gonna be a Cowboy fan. That's just it. I wish I could do something else. I really do. Sometimes I wish I could say, "Hey, man, the hell with these Cowboys," But I'm a Cowboy fan. I've been a Cowboy fan. I'm gonna be a Cowboy fan. Sometimes I wish I could go back to being a kid when I didn't know about ownerships or contracts and all this. All I did was watch my team play and hope they win. You hear what I'm saying? But now, we got all this information and stuff, man. And you was right about one thing. When we was talking about drafting, and they keep drafting like offensive linemen.
Right.
Man, we need to get a coordinated offensive line. I think we got people there. We need to get a coordinated offensive line because a lot of times offensive lines are not, it's the sum of the parts. It's not the parts. It's the sum of the parts. It's getting 5 players to play together. You know what I mean? And to have that want to play for the person right and left of you. You know what I mean? And I think we have the players that we can build an offensive line. We need to get skilled players. We need to get people that can change the game. A lot of people, I talked about Turpin last year. I thought he should be in the offense. I thought he should be part of the offense. Defenses should be scheming, not just to stop CeeDee Lamb, but how we gonna stop Turpin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right now is the evaluation. The valuation, you got this. I saw 3 kings on there.
Yeah.
Parsons, CeeDee, and I think those are the 3 kings. And you need to work around the 3 kings. We need to look and evaluate every player on this team and say, how do we help our 3 kings? What do we need to help our 3 kings? And we'll have a winner. I do believe that.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Get behind these 3 kings right here. There you go.
Behind the 3 kings, man, and work toward that. The coach thing. Hey, man, have a new voice in the room and stuff, and I've been hearing good things and stuff and everything. The thing that I have for the protection of the collection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I.
Oh man! All right, go ahead, because you dying under there, man.
I did. How about them
He's appreciate you, man. That's my guy right there. Yes, indeed. Point Dexter, man. All right, let's see if we can get to the next few callers here, man. Appreciate everybody. All right, I got down to these, and we're going to lock it.
The conference has been locked.
I got, and y'all please get to your points or what have you. I got JP, 100 grand, and Aaron, and then 689. So, JP, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me. JP!
What's up, bro?
Oh, well, what's good, man? What's good with you? What's good with you, bro?
Okay, now, before I was clearly interrupted yesterday, I want to go back to medical evidence. And you keep avoiding this shit. Now, everybody take out their phones and put in partial hamstring tendons, AVULISON. Guess what kind of surgery Dak Prescott had and injury he had. So that recovery time takes a year to close to 2 years to recover from.
Mm-hmm.
It usually happens due to sudden forceful contraction of the hamstring muscles, often doing activities like sprinting, jumping, sudden changes in direction, which he was coming over the top when he threw that, when he made that pass, and it's hamstring his bone.
Mm-hmm.
So, this kind of activity is going to happen constantly with the quarterback position.
Yep.
Now, these injuries are the main particular reason Dak Prescott has been in trouble by. It's a pet peeve for him.
Right.
He's a good person. He's a decent quarterback. But these injuries will hurt his career, and he may not be able to play out this contract. They just play like this. Play out this contract. When Tony Romo got that big contract, he couldn't play out that contract because of his injuries.
Right.
Same thing with Dak Prescott. These injuries will be the main factor right here. Just like you working at some other job, you get an injury, you sustain that injury, you gotta do work comp for it, you do physical therapy. There's going to be always effects from it. Rehabbing it, it's always going to be tissue damage.
Right.
The tissue damage is going to be the hardest thing to recover from, because once you tear that, it's no promise that you will not go back and redo it again. That's a pre-existing injury. It already happened. It came back already. So people need to put in their minds, stop pumping Dak up. I love the man as a human being, but he is human, and we all have to realize that this is going to continue to happen. And if it does, we need a backup plan. I guess I have my stance on Trey Lance. I love him, but if we draft somebody else, I'm cool with that. But everybody need to pump your brakes. Think about getting a new car, because when the old car has a lot of miles, a lot of replacing the parts, a lot of doing all these things. If you continue to change the oil, you continue to do all these things, but then you're going to continue to have all the wear and tear on the car,
right?
And that's what happens to the body, because this is a physical contact
JP,
sport.
What is your profession?
My profession is I'm a truck driver, and I do other things on the side.
You do a lot of things on the side. So you drive trucks.
Yeah, and yes,
is it a Peterbilt? Is it a Peterbilt?
The first thing I do is
what kind of truck? What kind of truck do you have? A Peterbilt?
I got Freightliner, and I drive 53 all day long.
Okay, you drive.
I do all that.
Right.
So it's the same thing. When the trailer breaks down.
Are you an owner operator?
No, I'm a company driver.
You company driver? Okay.
Yeah.
How many? What year is that truck?
That truck is 2004, and it has 300,000 miles on it, and it needs to. It's still going, but it does have wear and tear.
Mm-hmm. Did they put a new trans on there? Did you put a new transmission in there? They got a new engine, or it still got everything originally?
Oh, you still got it. It's all about the belts and getting that switched out.
Yeah.
And making sure your belts and everything is switched out. You always got to do your 90-day inspection to make sure that passes.
Okay.
They give you another 2 years on top of that if everything good. If everything ain't going through, your light comes on, you got to take that baby in the DOT. You got to get everything switched over.
Right.
That's
right.
the same thing we got to do with Dak Prescott.
The same thing you got to do with Dak Prescott. So would you make more money if you was an owner operator or your company?
No. You wouldn't make more money.
It just depends,
all depends, because you spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
You spend a lot of money wear and tear on the truck.
Right. So that's why they probably didn't give you a. Wait a minute. Walk with me, yeah. Walk with me. Yeah. You know, I'm just trying to get there, man, Jay. Because what I'm saying is the reason why. Ball's in my court. The reason why the company won't give you a 2014. or 2024?
Insurance purposes.
Insurance purposes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the Cowboys not going to give you a 2024, 2025, or 2026 quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They still making those payments, man, on Dak Prescott, and they don't want to get upside down on it. They already upside down on it, probably, like you said, because all of the injuries.
They're always upside down on the contract. Yep.
They already upside down on the contract. So
on that lemon, right?
Yeah.
On the lemon.
I wouldn't consider it being a lemon. It get you.
Okay,
It get you. All right. So what you got to do is make some adjustment. You know that if this car or this truck don't hit the sidewalls, don't get its inspections done like you're supposed to do. Yeah. If you don't do those things, then you know it can get you to the postseason. But you know for sure, based off of that truck, it can't carry the entire team. You know that. So you need an assistant. You know what I'm saying? You need somewhere. You need another truck, somebody else that can help you carry the load the other way. So what's going to probably happen is that this particular draft, I'm looking at everything, JP, is that we can just give Dak Prescott more assistance. You know what I'm saying? And change out them belts mid-season. You know, that's what I always saying. That's all we saying to you. That's what Law Nation is saying to you, JP. That's all we saying. Yeah.
Are you done now?
I'm done.
Okay. Now, we done been riding this truck forever.
Right.
And it keeps breaking down.
Right.
And there's always some issues. There's always some court stuff. There's always some drama. There's always some backstabbing going on. There's always this and there's always that. There's always Cooper talking crap. There's always Lamb. There's always some distractions.
Right.
Besides Jerry Jones, besides the Jones, there's always distractions to make one man happy.
Right. Who's that?
Got in trouble with not making that trade and building your team to work on, follow me, to work on the structure of your defense, like Philly did. You got greedy with money, you got greedy with fame, and then you laid your cards all out on his prop.
Right.
You say, hey, Dak Prescott, we ain't going to give you nothing. We're going to continue to let you work by yourself. That's what he said. You put that on Dak instead of trading Dak up out of there because he wasn't going to play.
You know what they decided to do, JP? They put a new engine in there.
I'm still driving down I-5 interstate right now. I'm going to slide on down south and coming down.
Slide down because they didn't already put a lot of money. They put a new engine in that truck. They put a new transmission and they put a new belts and all of that. And they're saying that, hey, we're going to have to roll with this for 4 more years, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as a company, and you the company, man. You can't control it. You can say you want to go buy another truck, but you haven't. So you just got to deal with the truck they gave you. You living in that same situation.
I don't have to deal with that.
Yes, you do.
As a fan.
As a fan, you do. How you making your money? How you making your money?
Accept Dak Prescott
yes.
Because he signed.
He signed. Yeah.
Selfish, but let me make my point out. Dak Prescott is selfish.
How?
He didn't want to be traded. He wanted to continue to. You know what, him staying there and getting that big contract and him not be able to sign free agents, now we got to go back and free up some cap money because he think he can win here. He hurts the team. Remember, what wins championships? Defense. All right?
Was Amari Cooper selfish? Yes or no?
I don't want to get into it. My point is, I want Lance back. That's what I want back. For what I've seen in the Washington game, because I like the mobility of him driving the ball downfield and him running down the numbers and throwing play action.
Yeah.
When Dak Prescott body fails him, do we have a backup plan? Nobody wants Lance back but me. What I've seen, how do we move forward when the offenses the subject of the matter needs to be from here on out through training camp until the 26th season throughout. How do we move forward with a mobile quarterback like Hurts and like Daniels? Because the Giants is going to draft somebody that's mobile. They're going to get somebody. It could be the Alabama guy to compete with this run and shoot Mississippi play action. Because the defenses are not going to step back and let Dak say, hey, Dak, we're going to let you throw for 75 times. We know you're not going to run.
In closing.
That's my closing for you. What is your backup plan, Law Nation? And don't fool me no bullshit.
Shout out to you, JP, man. I love you I
Hey,
love you, man.
Get out the Fusion JP show. Hey, hit me up. Hey, Law, I do a little credit on the side, so you know somebody, I can get my email out.
Go ahead.
The Fair Reporting Credit Act, I can get you that too.
What'd you say?
If your credit score is shit, holler at me and I can make it legit.
Okay, all right. Well, my credit score north of 800, boy. FICO scores, I don't know nobody. But I can tell you this. The same thing that he said that he wanted the Cowboys to do is the same thing that his company won't do. He's still riding an 04 truck. The same reason. They saying you getting the job done. They're not finna update his vehicle to a 07. They're not finna update it to a 14. They're not finna update it to a 16 or a 2025 or a 2026 or what have you, you know. And the reason being is because either they made the necessary investments, and who know of the saying that this right here, we're going to ride it till the wheels fall off, right? So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, he's scrambling and scraping with that 04 truck. And what better way to look into that of what he's riding in, comparable to, and I'm not beating him up, you make your coins, you make your money, that's company's money, right? You shouldn't pay your own, you shouldn't be an owner-operator and still work for the same said company. But if you invest in yourself, you make more money, more and more resources. You can do your own loads, you can do your own things, you know, and it can be very lucrative. But you got to make the necessary investments, though, on that, right? But neither here nor there. Trey Lance, I don't even think that he's that truck. He's one of those smaller trucks. You ever seen the little smaller vans, like the Catch a Predator type of vans? He one of them. He can't pull no load. He can drop some packages off, but he can't pull no load. Yeah. Yes, indeed. 20-year-old, though. Yeah, same situation. But shout out to my guy. I got from look, he talked so long. The other guy hung up. Now it's 100 grand time to jump in, man. Get on in here, man. From the 201. Talk to me, man.
Is Trey Lance contract up? I believe so, right?
Yeah, it's up, man.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And so if no other team picks Trey Lance up at all, what does that mean?
He roadkill. Yeah, he roadkill. He will be roadkill at that point.
Nobody pick him up. Daniel Jones got picked up.
Daniel Jones did.
He riding somebody, bitch. Okay, you know, this guy's a first rounder, went for 1 million picks, and he gonna be out the league soon. I'm asking a question. He gonna be out the league.
No. What?
Am I right or am I wrong?
Guess what? He gonna be doing 100 grand. Driving trucks. He gonna be working with JP. Him and JP gonna be driving trucks together. Shit. Them gonna be driving trucks, man. You drive 8 hours, I drive 8. We can make the trip.
Let's go, man! Let's go! This is where we hold them.
Put truck driver Lance in the chat with JP. They be having that they had a podcast together.
The football truck podcast.
Yeah, football truck podcast. He'll get an updated truck because Trey Lance can use that 5.5. He got 5 million. Yeah.
They won't be working for nobody. They be working for themselves.
Oh my gosh. I said, JP, what's your profession? He could have said anything else, but he said truck driver. I said, okay. My uncle drive a truck for over 40 years. That juggle made some money driving them trucks, though. Yeah, out of Mississippi. Yeah. Shoot, owner operator. Shoot.
I got an uncle that used to drive trucks too, man.
Yeah, shoot.
He can make some money. He was driving trucks for years. Hey, man.
But I know where the real coins and your owner operator. Shoot.
Oh yeah, 100%. One of my friends' pops is an owner operator, man. He makes some money, boy. What? And you don't even got to go far. You can do. You know what I'm saying?
I do
You don't even got to go far.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get me a fleet of trucks.
Where you'll be back at the end of the day.
Yeah, give me a fleet. Gonna have a local route, an intermediate route, cross country routes. Be dropping them off. Yeah.
Man. Hey, man, Big Meech made away with them trucks. That's all we gonna go.
Salute to all of the lot lizards, man. The 3-teeth lizards, baby.
Big Meech made millions and millions with them trucks. Shout out to BMF. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Man, this is the funniest segment ever, man, when he said them damn trucks, man.
That's why Lord the best. That's why, Lord got the subscribers he got, because no other show does it like this, man. You know, we argue. It's all fun.
It's all fun, man. Yeah.
Come on, man. Man, like everybody got real things in life, man, to be worried about. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cross that gun line, then that's a whole different story. But
shoot.
You know what I'm saying? But listen here, man. Let me ask you another question.
What's up?
Was Tom Brady a runner of the football?
No, he wasn't. Okay, I get where you're going, though. Yeah,
and he still won, right?
He still won. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, he had good defenses and run game, all of the stuff that we've been talking about.
Good offensive line. Exactly. So all that, you need a running quarterback and Jalen Hurts. Did Jalen Hurts win without run game?
No.
Or did he? Thank you. I'm not talking about him running.
Right.
He ran for 1,000,000 yards and they still lost. Am I right or am I wrong with saying that?
Yeah.
He ran for 1,000,000 yards one year, and they called him a running back instead of a quarterback, and they lost. Did they not?
Oh, I see where you're going now. Yeah.
They lost, right?
They lost,
right? Okay, you got Lamar Jackson. He can run all over the field.
Ooh, boy, don't kill him too badly with him.
Is it a Super Bowl? I'm just spitting facts out. You know what I'm saying? I'm spitting nothing but facts. We all got Google. If you don't believe me, Google it on your phone. Lamar Jackson's a run quarterback. Am I right or am I wrong about that?
Man,
you're
right.
He a good guy, right? Good guy, right? We said he couldn't throw the football. He even improved with throwing the football. But he was a runner, right? Right? And what did he get this year? Run game, right?
Yeah.
Run game.
He got run game, and he got one more playoff win than Dak. I'm looking at these. I'm looking at JP's truck, man. JP, I'm looking at his trucks, man. Him and Lance, when he get that Lance loan, give Lance a chance. When he get that Lance loan, boy, I'm looking at JP's truck. Yeah, give Lance a chance. Hey, this truck go hard though. It got Cowboys stars all over it, man. I can see JP. Yeah. But man, you cooking with grease, boy. Shoot.
I'm just asking a question, and he still needed run game, right? but our quarterback ain't never have run game like that since 2016. And everybody want to talk about how great the Washington quarterback is. Louis T know me. You know what I'm saying? Louis T.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, the greatest. He top 5 and this and that and the third, right? But they talking about getting that man T. Higgins. They talking about getting that man this guy and that guy, right? That's what they talking about. But why would he need all those people if he top 5? If he one of them ones, as Louis T. always say, he one of them ones.
One of them ones, man.
You know
y'all pray for my guy Louis T. Man. Y'all pray for my guy.
I'm trying to figure out if he's one of them ones, right? Why he continuously need weapons, and they talking about getting Ayuk and all these balls over there. If he's ones, Dak Prescott can't get no weapons. He got to do it without, and then y'all sit there and say Dak Prescott's trash. But all these other quarterbacks get weapons, and they continue to look great. Take the weapons away. Take the weapons away.
Yeah.
Take Smitty and Jalen Hurts and take Smitty and AJ Brown away.
Yeah.
What does Hurts look like? Remember when they lost to Tampa Bay Law? Remember when they lost to Tampa Bay Law?
When Swift couldn't get
was AJ Brown there?
Yep.
No.
Okay, you were hurt.
AJ Brown was there.
Was he? Oh, his feelings was something.
He was there.
I just knew that.
There? Did he play?
I think they got blown out or something.
You know what year I'm talking about, right?
Last year. Yeah.
No.
They lost to the. Did they lost to the Bucks last year, right?
No, I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about years ago, Lord, when the Eagles made the playoffs and they played Tampa Bay and Tom Brady blew them out. Look up the Googles.
Yeah.
Those boys was there.
Yeah.
See if they was there. I don't think they was there.
No, they wasn't. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what happened? Upgrade, getting weapons, right? Why can't? But AJ, but Hurts is looked at as a great quarterback and amazing and wonderful. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's say if those guys never came, is the Super Bowl here right now?
Nah. Oh, I see your point.
All I'm saying is, man, let Dak Prescott get the same weapons these other guys is getting.
Yeah.
Let Dak Prescott get these same guys. Y'all talk about my man over there in Houston. They went and said, you know what? We gonna put a team around that boy, and we gonna go for a run, right? The second year, and they went to the playoffs, and he looked terrible. If that was Dak Prescott, you know what I would be saying right now? Lord, if that was Dak Prescott, second year, they went out and got weapons and got guys for that man, and he threw all those picks like he did and lost that football game, right? I will be coming on here and saying, yo, we got to look at Dak, man. He got all those weapons around him, and he ain't forming. But that never happened. That never happened in that second year. They rolled out the same team they had the year prior.
Yeah.
They didn't upgrade that football team with nobody.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? They don't upgrade until the next year, and then they say, okay, offensive line was the problem last year. Now let's upgrade the offensive line. Oh, you upgrade. They always do it a year late. Or 2 years late, they want to upgrade. They always when Tony Powell was here, we ain't had no running game. Bro Zilch, you didn't say, and we was going to the playoffs that year. You didn't say, man, our running game is suffering. We going to the playoffs. Let's see if we can get a running back before the trade deadline comes, so we could shore that up for the playoffs. They ain't do that, long. They want to, you know what I mean? That's all I'm talking about, man. When y'all talk about Dak Prescott, be real and be honest, man. He ain't never get the supporting cast. Same with Romo. Romo was the same way.
Yep.
Romo was the same way. T. Will was good, but come on, man. We could have upgraded from T. Will. Dad should have had a monster on the side of him, man.
Man, you spitting the truth, man.
He was okay, but he wasn't all that.
Yes, indeed.
And let's not talk about Jason Witten. We all were saying how old, decrepit, 5-yard gaining Jason Witten was. Come on, man. We couldn't get a monster. That's all I'm saying is, man, y'all.
We did, about that and that guy went off into he won him a Super Bowl. Marty Bay, I forgot his name, but sure. Marty Bay.
Well, all I'm saying is, man, okay, I like to bring it back to now. I like how the coaching staff is coming together. I like how he didn't pick his guy. He didn't pick the guys that he knew. He went out and picked guys that was good for the job. So I like that. What I don't like is the Joneses is still being the Joneses. So I don't like that. I don't like that the Joneses is still being the Joneses. And this is what other organizations don't got to deal with. They don't got to deal with, are we going to trade this guy? Do you see the Washington team saying, what if we trade Scary Terry?
Yeah, they don't.
Are they saying that?
If they do, they just wake up. They just wake up one day and then he's traded. That's how that would go, man.
Saying, that's their best player. That's their best player. They're not saying, man, we could trade him. We can trade him. We talking about trading him. You see what I'm saying? They're not doing that. They're not doing that.
Man, I appreciate you for calling in 100 grand.
Yeah, I know I'm long. But why would you want to take away? If you trade Michael Parsons, you're taking away from Dak Prescott again and expecting him to do wonders with rookies that's going to take years. So I'm saying that's you're going backwards again. Add to the football team. I'm out, Law.
No doubt, man. Add to the football team. And hey, take a picture of the trucks I just got put up here, man. You know, this is JP truck lease. If Lance get retired from the Cowboys, he get an upgrade. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man.
No doubt, man. I built that while I was on the phone with my guy, man. Yeah. Jeez. Oh, my gosh, man. That's a nice truck, though. What year that is, Toxic Tom? You said it wasn't a 04, but what year is that truck? You know, let me type in what them 04 trucks look like, though. You know, big trucks, 2004. We got one more caller, man. I posted Ben off of this phone. Oh, them 04 trucks, yeah, they look all right. Yeah, they old, though, but, you know, they don't change their body that much. Yeah, JP, man, come get your trucks, man. When you get sponsored by Trey Lance, Trigger Trade. 689, what's on your mind? You're live on the nation, brought to you by JP Trey Lance Truck Line. What you got, man? What you got for me? JP. 689.
That's me. Yeah.
That's you.
Dog Nation, what's going on?
Hey, man, all is good, man.
All right. Hey, I know we were just talking about what we're gonna do for the off season and what we're gonna keep going towards this 25 season. And I think right now what we need to do, we just gotta do some readjustments and hopefully just try to pursue to get back with Garrett. But I know that's a long shot.
Right.
And I think the other thing will be is to address the running back position and also the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about that? Because like I know defense, we're gonna need another defensive end, which is I know what's called is probably gonna be gone. I can't think of DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, he gone. Yeah,
he's been pretty much injury prone right now. And then we definitely need somebody as a backup, because I know we've tried to rely on Cooper Rush, but he's definitely not the answer. So everybody know what to do when he comes to third and long. He can't extend the play or make something happen. So we probably just need an experienced backup. You know, like back then in the 90s when Troy Aikman was down, look what we had. We had Berline, and then we had Rodney Peete at one time, even Randall Cunningham. So if we get some quality backup that actually put pressure on Dak, like, hey, see, that's why Dak ain't worried about nothing, because like when he's out, we're not winning those ball games.
You're right. You're absolutely right, man. I can't have any. I don't have any rebuttal to that, bro. And you're right. You know, you got to fool around and figure out ways to keep Dak Prescott upright. And if when he's out, you have nobody else to extend. My solution would be the Cowboys should entertain free agency, bring in new bodies, new guys as it relates to like offensive quarterback play that's behind Dak, because we've seen Cooper Rush, we've seen Trey Lance to a degree, right? If you want to bring back Trey Lance for a cup of coffee, we'll see what this particular staff would do, but it can't be at $5.5 million. So you will be better if you go get a Josh Dobbs or someone, you know, that's been a journeyman as a backup quarterback to be in this system, or even to a degree, Sam Darnold if he is available, but he's going to want north of $5.5 million. So you still at that same part.
But you know he's gonna come with a price anyway, because you know he just made it a Pro Bowl. So
he gonna come with a 15, 25 million type of
it's gonna
thing.
be a long shot for him, because we can't afford to pay another $5 million for him to just sit on the bench.
Right.
And we paid two other quarterbacks. We paid one for $5 million, the other one for like maybe $6 million.
Put it like this. Put it like this. You got 10 draft picks. Make one of those picks a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Go into this free agency.
Definitely need a young one to get in there and develop, and we can work on that, and also getting a running back in the draft as well too.
Yep.
And it wouldn't hurt to get another offensive lineman to replace Zach Martin, because he's on the tail end. So we definitely need something on that line to try to boost his line up.
Yep. No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Yes, indeed.
Sir.
You have a good one now. All right.
All right, you too, man. You take care, and God bless.
Likewise, man. Blessings to him, man. And appreciate everybody, man.
Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye. Boy, y'all are all sending money in at the same time. I appreciate it, man. For a moment, I thought that I wasn't doing a good job.
Money out, all of it. Come on.
And Brandy, I'm going to get to your super chat as well.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to all y'all supers, man. Appreciate you. I wish I could, give you the beautiful glow again. But Brandy says you get good connection before y'all call in. That was her super chat. And Toxic Tom says people say Dak isn't a force multiplier. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Anyone getting better, period. Always getting better. Is 0, always get better, period. So basically, and pardon me, boy, I've been live too long. Yeah, you're right. I'm just not going to call Dak a force multiplier, though. But I've seen Dak Prescott win when you have play action. And, of course, we can say that's every quarterback, but I know that you can get a different level of quarterback play if you had better defense and run game with Dak Prescott, right? And there was a time that he was in the realms of having more 400 yards than any other quarterback in Cowboys history or NFL history during that time span when he was able to have some of that run game stuff. But I feel you, man. Give Dak some weapons so that he can, not calling him a force multiplier, but so that he can force multiply some good stuff, right? Rodriguez says, Law, you are the man. Salute to the nation who remembers how many Super Bowl rings running quarterback Cordell/Stewart has. The ops. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support. 0 is that. Pose, JP credit in trucking. Yeah, because he does.
Darren Posey, $20.
Pose!
Just because Law. I needed this laugh today more than you know. Great show, you're always appreciated, bro.
Man, you gonna make me cry, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. Posey says, welcome to the JP Trucking CDL School. We can restore your credit so that you can register for the upcoming season. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to my guy, man. And shout out to all of the truck drivers. Yes, indeed. Posey, and I'm just going to reread this again. Just because, Law, I needed this laugh today more than you know. Great show. You're always appreciated, bro. Appreciate you, man. I got a lot of people that watch Law Nation Sports that drive trucks. A lot, not a few. A lot. I'm like literally, like my show is like for the truckers, for those who got them long shifts. And I've been there before. Like I've been a security guard. And I wish when I was security guard for Securitas, I used to work like crazy long hours, man, double time hours. And you have your earpiece in, your walkie-talkie on the other end, and you, shoot, it got me through Jackson State. You used to work long hours, go to school, we used to be Whacking Hut, then Whacking Hut, where we was at Mississippi, turned into Securitas. We used to call it Sacaritas. But what got us through those shifts was listen to music and stuff. Podcasting wasn't podcasting then, but I could only imagine working a 8-hour shift in somebody's life for 3 hours, knowing that they talking about my favorite team, man. And I get so many people that hit me up saying, Law, you helped me out throughout. That's why I go long, you know. I could have literally did my deliverables and got up out of here and got the same rate, you know, of returns, because that's all they ask for. You do your deliverables, right? Do your deliverables of your sponsor reads or what have you, ad reads, and get on up out of here. It could be a 30-minute show, 45-minute show. But we go long, man, for the people, man. And my PR be like, hey, you on that damn thing for 3-4 hours, man. You know, get off of it, you know. But I sometimes I just it's a passion, and then they understand, right? That's independency too. Because when you're under a network, they got time, they got people, production staff, you got to pay people on the clock, so you can't be there that long. So that's freedom, y'all. You know, I'm freedom. But it may not always be like that. Shoot, I fool around and get Hollywood on y'all. HBO, Max, Cinemax. People call it Cinemax, Skinemax, you know. 1 hour show, 45 minutes, man. That's all we can do, you know. But neither here nor there. I appreciate y'all, man. And when I say this, you know, all of the trolls and everything, you know, I really do love y'all too, man. You know, just different kind of love. You're not agape. It's just, I love y'all. Y'all keep the lights on too, man. So, yeah, my boss started watching the show because of me dying laughing sometimes watching it all over. Seabass, you know, I get that too. What got me, what really get me is the kids that watch the show. And I have to be reminded that I got young ones watching these shows. Yeah, Law, you're my hero, Law. You're my hero. We them boys. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. I said, oh, no, you know. Shoot. But neither here nor there. Cowboy Nation, we going to run up out of here. I was going to talk about this topic line that came about, that, you know, Trayvon Henderson, he's in consideration of being a first-round draft pick. Let's listen to this on our way out. Still giving y'all work.
Like, he might go first round early. Speed, explosiveness, and you want to know what scouts freaking love about this guy? The blocking. And the same thing, I was talking to a director of personnel today, and he was like, the blocking. And I was like, just like Zeke. He's like, exactly. He's like, you know what you're getting. You keep him on the field every single play. He doesn't have to come off the field. You see that speed and the way he cuts. Yeah. And everyone I talk to, it's the same thing. Going to be a better NFL player than a college player in terms of production and consistency. His best football, he's like kind of getting ready to peak. And teams recognize it. Henderson could be RB2, and there's some buzz like, I don't know, he's getting out of round one. Travion.
Woo, shout out to AOC. He says, J Business, truck life. Shout out to all the truckers. And we appreciate those of different opinions. Henderson is the sports car. I won't be mad at Henderson. My thing is, can we get a running back that can give us more than 2.6 yards per tote when we get to the postseason? Can we have a philosophy, a principle to this run game? Can we figure those things out? Can we get a running back that can catch out of the backfield, that can break a tackle? Can we get them to make them pay for a 40-yard or a 50-yard run? Those are the things that we consider. And remember, write this down. Those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. Yeah, Jay Lombardi says, don't sleep on Amarion Hampton or Caleb Johnson. There's multitudes of options that we can get in. Yes, Genty will bring us plenty. Right? But expectations. The Cowboys tend to draft the people that we wasn't even considering. Right? That's just how it goes, unfortunately. No one saw Taco Charlton here. No one was banging on the table for a Tyler Smith to a degree. Nobody was banging on the table for a Mozzie. A few of y'all Penn State people were banging on the table for Parsons. And Parsons turned out right for us, right? But collectively, no one was all in favor of the Parsons kid. They're like, hey, he's a freakish athletic linebacker that can run a 4.3. But what else can he bring to the table? And he showed us.
Let's go, man!
Just like Tyler Smith, he showed us. So whoever the 12th pick may be, whether we move up or back, let's hope that one day with the silver and blue with the star on the side of their helmet that they're going to put on, that it will be also them putting and lifting up that Lombardi trophy. Yeah. Nobody was really banging the table for LVE too, by the way. People were all saying, I remember when CeeDee Lamb got drafted, a lot of people said, ain't no way he ain't gonna fall to the 17th. Now there was a few, I think Boss Cowboys Sports, Voch Lombardi, a few people banging on the table. Yeah. Was Al Davis still alive at that time? They went and got Henry Ruggs. Is Henry Ruggs still alive? Roll Tide. He was drafted ahead of CeeDee. That's crazy, right? So draft is a very strange thing. Very crazy.
This is where we hold them.
But if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or lied about, don't deal in lies or hate it, and yet give way to hating. And don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, to watch the things you gave your whole life for broken and stooped and build back up again with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all of your winnings or earnings and lose it on one turn of pitch and toss, here's most important: to start again at your beginnings without breathing one word of your loss. If you can walk with kings, as we have the three kings here, and presidents, nor lose the coming touch, if you can fill the unforgiving minutes with 60 seconds worth of distance run, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, you have unlocked the true meaning of what it takes to be a champion, a winner. But most important, what it takes to be a man. And for the ladies, a lady, if you can slide that in, that's been my time. Pause and, well, if you can slide that in, there's no pause to that. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! It is you!
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's get it. And we are going to...
Tell them run it on. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it on. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it on. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold
Come
me.
on, baby.
I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies.
Got my homies.
Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
Don't zone me.
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGregor.
Come on with it.
The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
Can't call law lazy.
Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and
Law Nation, baby.
I wake up,
Yeah.
thumb down now.
Yeah.
No drip this.
Come on.
Tell 'em run it up.
Ah.
No sleep, no
No.
rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
Stretch.
Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check.
Come on
no
with it.
drip this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I tell 'em run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry.
Hey.
Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried.
Alright.
One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. That's what the devil used to love playing those games.
Shout out to all the
Made some bad
supporters.
decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change.
Come on.
I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. No drip this, tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. No drip this, tell 'em run it up.
Come on.
No sleep, no rest.
Yeah.
Might crash, might wreck. But first I tell 'em run it up.
Until next time. This show was brought to you by JP Trucking. No credit, no CDL needed. And also Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. Be sure to reach out to them, 817-333 and all of the threes, else you can dial, or 214 and all of the threes. And be sure to check out Underdog Fantasy and use promo code LAW. Breathe you in. What we tell them? Yeah. And you. What we tell them? No credit, no call is needed. And remember, sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies.
It's an evil world we live in.
I be on. No credit, no CDL is needed. Credit score of 450. We'll get you up to 630 by tomorrow. We guarantee. Player 2. And we do taxes. Come on.
All I ask.
He says, all I ask.
All I ask.
Come on with it. Let the street lights hit you.
All I ask.
Come on with it. Player 2. What she do? She. Oh, come on with it.
Let me crack your cranium, fertilize your brain.
If you need your taxes done, please reach out to Law Nation Tax Services. The information is in the description box, allegedly. And remember, yeah, 3 kings.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns.
things we don't know that we don't know.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Take the money out! All of it! Come on! You're wasting my time.
It's an evil world we live in.